Everybody. This is week 10 at the College of Business in the digital marketing class that we will have this week. It is Wednesday. We've already had our first class on Monday. And so we have special guests coming today from Swinford Publications. We have Rachel and Bill. They're going to be coming and talking to the students. Now, you may be asking yourself, why in a digital marketing class would you have newspaper? Yeah, blogging I can get, but why newspaper? Well, I'll tell you why. Marketing, even digital, we need to think outside the box. We need to continually think about the different medias and mediums that people consume on a daily basis. Now, you might assume that people are not reading as much newspapers, but you might be wrong in that depending on the area, especially when we start talking about community or local newspapers. Maybe not so much regional and national newspapers, but I would argue that your local newspapers are absolutely finding creative ways to stay in the market and continually try to find the best content for you on a daily basis. Now, what we're going to talk about today is a very controversial, and I love this. Anytime that I can bring in competing thoughts and competing ideas into a room of students to try to get them to think outside the box, I love it. That's one of the best things that I think we can do as educators and teachers is to put them in scenarios where they have to think. And so on Monday, the question was posed, how would you save newspaper in a digital world? And I will tell you, there were some amazing, there were some amazing outside the box creative things, even things that I didn't even think of. And so it also got me thinking about how important it is to bring different people together and have those hard conversations, especially when it comes to marketing, and bring the craziest ideas and see if one of two things can happen. Can we adapt this and make this work in our culture, in our business model? Or do we really need to scrap it? Instead of just saying, no, that's a horrible idea, I think sometimes we have to have, as leaders, we have to be able to look at those ideas and see if we need to advance them and see if we can pull them together. I told the students about a great story that stayed with me and will continue to stay with me. Being an educator, my first job was fifth grade teaching at Heron Elementary School. And so prior to that, I had student teaching through SIU. And my teacher was Nancy Kirby. It was her last year. And so I was scared, petrified that I was going to get a teacher that wasn't going to grasp or like my technology background and how I wanted to incorporate that in the curriculum. But you know what happened? Mrs. Kirby was amazing. She took her years of experience in curriculum and students, and she talked to me and she found ways that I can implement and save a little bit of time on mistakes and things on implementing technology into the classroom. She didn't tell me no. She didn't say that was a horrible idea or this is how we've always done it. She found ways to actually teach me and find ways to help me incorporate my ideas into it. Not all the ideas worked, and she let me succeed and fail on my own, but we talked about those as well. Marketing, especially digital marketing, we need to slow down a little bit and not always just discount some of the traditional stuff. We need to find ways that we can bring in and incorporate all these different mediums together. Digital is not the answer. Digital right now is just the main focus. Every medium went through this. Radio, newspaper, TV, they've all gone through these shifts, right? Newspaper was pretty much first, radio, TV, and this is what we have. And one day, God willing, if I'm alive, maybe it's virtual, maybe it's something else, something will compete with social media. By that time, it's probably artificial intelligence. Who knows, right? So we're going to have those hard discussions. And today, they're going to present some of their ideas to Bill and Rachel. And Bill and Rachel from Swinford Publications is going to talk to them about how they are surviving, tweaking, and trying to be different with their newspaper in this digital world. It's one of the many things that I try to do here at the College of Business and Analytics in the marketing department, especially under digital marketing, is I want to try to give our students those opportunities to think outside the box, be creative, and encourage them to not just do the bare minimum, right? Those of you that Office Space fans out there, we don't want the bare minimum of flair. We want them to take this to a whole nother level and learn to think. So If you're interested in going into marketing, it is an amazing field to go into. I cannot stress enough that the College of Business and Analytics marketing department is here, that we're ready. We're happy to encourage you and find ways that we can help you succeed into not only the program here, but afterwards. So if you have any questions or you want to sign up, there you go. We got summer classes, and then we'll have fall and spring coming up. So I will be back, and so for the fall and spring, and I'm looking forward to that as well. But until next week, go out, start thinking outside the box, and seeing and enjoying maybe a newspaper or two today. Try it. See what you can do. Maybe you have some ideas. You can put them in the comments below. How would you adapt and come up with new ways to incorporate newspapers in a digital world? Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.